Radha Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Namo Vishnu Padaya, Krishna Presthaya Bhutale, Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine. Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine. Hare Krishna. Interestingly, in one of Srila Prabhupada's lecture on Bhagavad Gita on 9th October 1975 at Durban, Prabhupada was speaking on the first verse of the 7th chapter. Incidentally, this verse is so important that Prabhupada has given 33 archived lectures on this verse. There is no other verse where Prabhupada has spoken more than this verse. That is Maya Sakta Mana Partha. So Prabhupada says in his discourse, he says, if you read Vālmīki Rāmāyaṇa, that is also as good as reading Bhagavad Gita. So don't think that this BΑLA-KΑÂDHAN is out of tune. No, there's no need. It is universal. Nothing is outside Bhagavad Gita. The Prabhupada is saying, you can go and check the lecture. Prabhupada says, if you read Vālmīki Rāmāyaṇa, that is also as good as reading Bhagavad Gita. But if you read Bhagavad Gita, you understand the transcendental science very easily. There is no difficulty. So we shall advise everyone to read Bhagavad Gita. So this Ramayana also gives us the same message. What is the message of Ramayana? The declaration of Lord Ram. Very beautiful verse, which Kaviraj Goswami also explained. I want all of us, all of you to memorize this verse and if possible every day recite in front of Lord Ram. I have been doing it for many, many years. Very beautiful verse, very deep verse. And the verse which has the same declaration to what Krishna is giving in Bhagavad Gita. Anyone knows that verse? It is the same declaration what Krishna gives in the final chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Sarva dharmani parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. So Lord Ram also gives the same declaration in Vālmīki Rāmāyaṇa. Anyone knows the verse? Very famous verse. What kind of Lord Ram devotees are you? Sonika, you don't know the verse? You must have heard that verse.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, it is related to crunch something, but I don't remember actually.
It is related to?
Prabhuji, crunch.
Branch? I don't know what is branch. It is Sakradeva Prapannoyas Tavasmi Sayachate. Have you not heard this verse? This is even quoted in Chaitanya Charitamrita. Abhayam sarvada tasmai dadami etad vratam mama. Find out, Manuram Prabhu. This is quoted in Madhya Lila. Sakrad eva prapannoyas tava asmi iti sayachate. Sakradev, by all means, eva means only, prapanna means to surrender. When one is in the submissive mood, with the submissive spirit, when he considers Lord Ram to be his only shelter, and he helplessly calls, Tava Asmi, that my dear Lord, I am yours. Iti sa yachate. Yes, thank you. This is the discourse. Everything is there in this discourse of Lord Chaitanya with Sanatan Goswami. If you can really study these 5 chapters from 20 to 25, there is nothing outside this in the world. I tell you, there is nothing outside. So Sakradeva Prapanno Yas Tava Asmi. Tava means yours. And who? Asmi, that I am. Iti yachate cha yachate. When the jiva comes to this position of offering himself to the Lord, that my dear Lord, I am yours. Tava asmi iti sa yachate. As soon as the jiva takes shelter and he calls for Lord's protection, so abhyam sarvada tasmai. Immediately the Lord grants him fearlessness in his heart. Abhyam sarvada tasmai. Always, in all respects, under all circumstances. Dadami etad vratam mama. This is the vow that the Supreme Lord bestows ever. Ever. Just show the translation. It is my vow that if once only one sincerely surrenders unto me, saying, my Lord, from today onwards, I cannot read it fully. One minute. From this day, I am yours. So this is where Rāmāyaṇa brings. The purpose of Rāmāyaṇa is to bring the reader, the devotee, to come to this state of offering himself. From this day, I am yours. And praise to me for courage. I shall immediately award courage to that person. Courage here means fearlessness. Abhyam. And he will always remain safe from that time on. This is the verse from Rāmāyaṇa Yuddha-kāṇa, 1833, spoken by Lord Rāmachandra. Okay, one more time, see the verse. Who wants to recite? Show the verse. Recite. Who wants to recite? And memorize, so that, on the Ram Navami day, you can offer this verse to the Supreme Lord. Go ahead.
Should I try?
Okay, I see Ramya's hand up. Ramya, you go ahead.
हरे कृष्णा प्रभु जी सकरदेव प्रपन्नो यस् तवस्मिति च यायते अभयं सर्वदा
Yachate, yachana. Yachana means to beg. Yeah. So tava asmi iti sa yachate. One is begging that, my dear Lord, I am yours. Okay. Start again.
सकरत एव प्रपन्नो यस् तवस्मिति याचते अभयं सर्वदा तस्मै ददामि एतद् व्रतं मम.
Very good. One second. Once again, I said, why are you hesitating?
सकरदेव प्रपन्नो यस् तवस्मिति याचते अभयं सर्वदा तस्मै ददामि एतद् व्रतं मम.
One more time. Tava asmi iti sa yachate. This is what the Lord is waiting for. That I am your, my dear Lord. I beg shelter and protection under you. Tava asmi iti sa yachate. And immediately the Lord grants him the protection. Abhayam sarvada tasmi. Like Krishna is declaring that sarv dharmani parityajya mam ekam sharanam vrata. So what is that sharanagati? Tava asmi iti sa yachate. Then Krishna says, sarv dharmani parityajya aham tvam sarva papebhyo. And here Lord Ram is saying, abhayam sarvada tasmi. That I will relieve you from all fear, from all reactions. That is my vow. So this is the same verse. That is what Prabhupada is saying, that if you read Bhagavad Gita and if you read Vālmīki Rāmāyaṇa, it is the same. Because the purpose of both the scriptures is to bring the reader or the practitioner to come to this final position of taking refuge and shelter of Lord Ram. Okay, anyone else? Go ahead. Don't wait for me to speak. I cannot see everyone on the
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
screen. Yes, go ahead, Priyanka.
Sakrateva prapanno yas tavasmiti च याचते abhayam sarvada tasmai dadami etadbritam mama.
Very good. One more time.
Sakrateva prapanno yas tavasmiti च याचते abhayam sarvada tasmai dadami etadbritam mama.
For this Ram Navami, offer our heart, our soul, our self to Lord Ram. Hare Krishna. Okay, close it. It is all for others. Whether they want or they don't want, they can do whatever they like. I am guiding you, but not everyone is accepting. They have their own zones to be absorbed in. And second verse is the verse that we did yesterday. Anyone remembers? Ramante yogino ante satyananda chidatmani iti rama padenashu param brahma abhidhiyate. This comes in many scriptures. It even comes in Padma Puran. And Prabhupada quotes this verse very profusely. Anyone who memorized this? Or would like to recite? It is there. Prabhupada has quoted this verse many times in Srimad Bhagavatam. Find out, Manoram. Ramante yogino ante satyananda chidatmani. Ramante, R-A-M-A-N-T-E. Just by this keyword you will find it. Yes, see, everything is there in our Acharya's verses. Recite. Those who have not recited, quickly recite. They are waiting that let other one recite. Why should I recite? Yes, there, Shilpa.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Ramante yogino anante
Yeah.
satyanande chidatmani iti rama padanasu
Padenashu.
param
Padenashu.
padanasu param brahma avidhiyate.
One more time.
Ramante yogino anante satyanande chidatmani iti rama padenasu param brahma avidhiyate.
Yeah. So memorize at least these two verses. And what are the other verses that you have memorized? So every time when we see the appearance of the Lord, our stava, our stuti, our stotras, they should expand, should increase. Okay, we saw the beginning of Rāmāyaṇa, how the inception and the conception of Rāmāyaṇa begins by the sage Vālmīki having the audience of Narad Muni, and he inquires about the personality who at the present time has all these auspicious qualities, the distinguished transcendental qualities. And Naradji describes so many wondrous qualities. It is said it is 16 principles, but there are many more qualities which Narad Muni describes. And that all transcendental qualities are exhibited in the personality of Lord Ram. So we discussed till verse 9 yesterday. So continuing with the transcendental qualities, verse number 10. Kindly hear. Mahauraksha, Mahaishvasha, Budhajatru, Budhajatru, Arindama, Ajanubahu, Sushiras, Sulalata, Suvikrama. So describing his beautiful form, the transcendental form of Lord Ram. He says, Maha Urakshaha. Urakshaha means the chest. So what is his chest compared to his Maha Urakshaha? Uraskaha, Maha Uraskaha. He has broad chest. Maha Ishvasa, he is a great archer. Lord Ram, we always see that Lord Ram is always having a bow in his hand because he is the greatest archer. And he is a Udha Jatru. His collarbone is invisible. Anyone knows what is collarbone? What is collarbone? Is it somewhere here at the neck?
This one.
So this is the one?
No, this one.
Okay. Okay, these are shoulders.
No, this one, front.
Okay.
These are collarbones.
His collarbones are not visible. That means he has very, very powerful, stout body. And he is Arindama. Arindama means he is always victorious over his enemies. Then wonderful quality is Ajana Bahu. Ajana Lambito Bhujo, the same quality. His arms reach to his knees. And Sushira. Sushira means that his face is well formed. Sulalataha. His forehead is beautiful. And Suvikrama, that his gait is beautiful. What is gait? It's one part of the body. Gait. So describing the transcendental form of Lord Ram, Narad Muni continues the description. He has a broad chest. He is a great archer. His collarbone is invisible. He is victorious over his enemies. His arms reach out to his knees. His face is well formed. His forehead is beautiful. And his gait is beautiful. So there is an interesting note which says that there is abundant scriptural evidence that the body of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is absolutely spiritual, not formed due to karmic reactions. In his commentary to Srimad Bhagavatam 11.530, Srila Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur cites many important verses from Vedic scriptures to clearly establish the absolute eternal nature of the personality of Godhead's forms. There are many references. One good reference is from Gopal Tapni Upanishad, which states, Govindam Satchid Anand Vigraham Vrindavana Surabhuraha Kalashinam Satatam Samarudgano Aham Varamaya Stutiyo Toshayami. There are many references of how the Supreme Body, the Supreme Lord, he comes in his transcendental form. Sadrupam Advayam Brahma Madhyadi Anta Vivarjitam Swaprabhavam Satchidanandam Hatya Janati Chavya Avyayam. The transcendental form is the absolute truth devoid of duality or the middle, beginning or end. It is self-effulgent, eternal and full of knowledge and bliss. Only through devotional service can one understand that form to be infallible. Bhaktya janati cha avyayam. Then there is one more reference, very important reference from Brihad Vaishnava Smriti, which says, Yo veti bhautikam deham Krishnasya paramatmana sa sarvasma bahirkarya Shrutosmarta vidhanata mukham tasya avalokyapi sachelam snanam acharet. The meaning is, if a person thinks that the body of the Supreme Lord, that is either Lord Ram or Lord Krishna, is made of matter, he should be excluded from all ceremonies, both of the Shruti and the Smriti. One who even glances upon such a person's face must immediately take bath with all his clothes on. Anyway, so this is the description of the transcendental form of how the Lord is so attractive. Sama sama vibhaktanga snigdavarna pratapavan Peenavaksha Vishalaksho Lakshmivan Lakshana. So, what is the more descriptions given here by Narad Muni? That he is neither too tall nor too short. His sama. Sama means he is neither too tall in height, neither too is too short. And sama vibhakta angaha. Sama vibhakta angaha. The parts of his body, such as his hand and feet, are equally sized. His complexion is moist, very beautiful. Snigdha varna pratapavan. How is his complexion? Snigdha. Snigdha, you understand? Snigdha means that is filled. That is filled with rasa. Snigdha. Susnigdha. And Pīlavaksha. Pīlavaksha means his chest is fleshy, not bony, not a bony structure. His chest is fleshy, and his Vishalaksha. All the qualities are the same qualities. Ajana Lambito and his Vishalaksha. Vishalaksha means his eyes are long. It stretches till the ears. And his Lakshmivan. His bodily parts are very charming and lovely. Shubha Lakshnana, and he possesses all other auspicious characteristics. He is neither too tall nor too short. The parts of his body, such as his hands and feet, are equally sized. His complexion is moist. He is splendorous. His chest is fleshy. His eyes are long. His bodily parts are lovely, and he possesses other auspicious characteristics. So the beautiful transcendental form of Lord is being detailed by Narad Muni. Further qualities: Dharmagna satasandhascha prajanam cha hiteratha yashashvi jnana sampanna suchirvasya samadhina Prajapati samashriman dhata rupa nishudana. His foremost quality of Lord Ram, I said yesterday, what was it? What is the most outstanding, most attractive quality of Lord Ram? No one wants to speak. We discussed that yesterday. Yes, there, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. True to his words, Prabhuji, words.
No, I did not. He is obedience, I said. His obedience. His most outstanding quality is obedience. And obedience to all. Obedience to everyone. And the foremost of his obedience or dedication is for that he is the Dharmagna. That he always knows his duties. He is so true and dedicated to perform his duties. He is true to his promise. Satya Sandhasya. Dharmagna Satya Sandhasya. He is absorbed in benefiting the living entities. Prajanam cha hiterata. He is famous, Yashashvi, endowed with knowledge, Jnana Sampanna, straightforward, Suchil, dependent on his surrendered devotee. Very important. The Lord is not independent. We are thinking that we can become happy by being independent. No, it's a myth. Here the Lord's quality is that he is Vasyaha Samadhina. Vasya means he is dependent on his devotees. He is dependent on his surrendered devotees and absorbed in thoughts of protecting them. He is equal to the Prajapati in the matter of protecting the universe. We discussed yesterday or day before yesterday. What is quality of Krishna? What is the quality of Krishna in related to what we are discussing? What quality we discussed? That Krishna is
Prabhuji, equal to everyone. Samaham sarva bhutana.
equal to everyone. What is the next line speaking? What is the next line? Samoham sarva bhuteshu na me dvesho asti na priya. What is the next line?
Means, if one is devoted to me, then I am more inclined to him.
I am
More inclined. Or
Krishna is partial. Yesterday I discussed that. From Prabhupada's words. So he is dependent on his surrendered devotees and absorbed in the thought of protecting them. Suchir Vasyaha Samadhina. He is equal to the Prajapatis in the matter of protecting the universe. Same point. He is equal to the Prajapatis or the matter of protecting the universe. He is inseparable from Shri, the goddess of fortune. He nourishes his devotees and destroys their obstacle. Very beautiful. He is Sama Shriman Dhata Rupa Nisudana. Dhata. Dhata means one who is the protector and the maintainer. So how he protects and maintains his devotees is he nourishes his devotees and destroys their obstacles. So he is Dharmagna. The first foremost duty is his Dharmagna. Now what is this Dharmagna? He knows his duty of protecting those who have surrendered unto him. He will say, Mitra Bhavena Sampraptam Natajeyam Kathanchana Doshayadyapi Tasya Syat Satametat Agardhitam. So if one has come to me in a friendly spirit, I will never ever abandon him, even if he has some defect. This is honored by the civilized. This is the Lord declaring in the 6th canto, 18th chapter, and 3rd part of Rāmāyaṇa. So Lord Ram is primarily famous for protecting those who surrender unto him. Sri Narad next enlists qualities that Lord Ram specifically displayed during his descent. Very beautiful verse. Very, very beautiful verse. A verse to memorize. रक्षति जीव लोकस्य धर्मस्य परिरक्षिता रक्षिता स्वस्य धर्मस्य स्वजनस्य च रक्षिता. This you won't find in the Veda, so maybe it may be there. Very beautiful verse. That Rakshati Jiva Lokasya. What is the duty of the Supreme Lord? That he protects. So he is the protector of all the living entities in all the creations. Rakshati Jiva Lokasya, in all the lokas of all the jivas. And how he protects? By protecting the religion personified. He is the complete protector of Vedic Dharma. Dharmasya Parirakshita. And then Rakshita Swasya Dharmasya. So the Lord is protecting. He is the protector of his duty. Swa Asya Dharmasya. He is very vigilant. He is very alert to perform his duty. And he is Swajanasya cha Rakshita. He is the protector of his devotees. And Janasya means of his family members. Who are his family members? His devotees. Okay. So try to memorize this verse. Very beautiful verse. Rakshati Jiva Lokasya Dharmasya cha Rakshita Dharmasya cha Parirakshita Rakshita Swasya Dharmasya Swajanasya cha Rakshita. When you recite this verse, this feeling comes that, my dear Lord, you are the personification of protection. You are protecting Rakshati Jiva Lokasya. You are protecting everyone in every part of the universe, in all the universes, everyone. And how you are protecting? By preserving and following your religion very strictly. Dharmasya Parirakshita. Lord Ram is known to follow his religion very rigidly. No deviation. So he is the complete protector of Vedic Dharma. And Rakshati Swasya Dharmasya. He is the protector of his duty. And the final part is very appealing. It says Swajanasya cha Rakshita. So my dear Lord, those who are yours, Tava Asmi iti sayachate. When the Jiva considers himself to be the property of the Supreme Lord, so what the Lord will do? Swajanasya cha Rakshita. Will you not protect your own possessed persons or beings? And he is the protector of his devotees, his surrendered souls. Okay, so I'm giving you 3 verses for this Rāma. Revise, repeat, write, recite. Revise, repeat, write, and recite. On the day of Lord Ram's appearance, when you come in front of the altar to offer your obeisances, offer them his prayers, his beautiful prayers. Swajanasya cha Rakshita indicates that Lord Ram protects those in full knowledge of his glories, providing them what they lack and preserving what they have. This is exactly what Bhagavad Gita is. What verse is this? This verse you should be knowing. All of you should be knowing. Providing them what they lack and preserving what they have. Which verse is this? Yes, Ramya?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, only what I remember, Bahami Hum. Like
Ah. अनन्यास चिन्तयन्तो माम ये जना पर्युपासते तेषाम नित्याभियुक्तानाम योगक्षेमं वहामि. So Krishna is ready to take the burden or the load. So is Lord Ram. Swajanasya cha rakshita. Okay, we go to the next verse. Veda Vedanga Tattva Vigno Dhurvede cha nishtita Sarva Shastra Tattva Jnana Smritiman Pratibhanavan. He knows the truths of the Vedas and the Vedangas. Veda Vedanga Tattva Jnano. He is skilled in the Dhanur Veda and other Vedas. He knows the truth taught in all of the scriptures. He is an unfailing memory and brilliance. So Narad Muni then points out to Lord Ram is well experienced in the 18 divisions of Vedic knowledge. Does anyone know what are the 18 divisions? Veda refers to that literature from which one can know the nature of dharma and so on. It is divided into Rig, Yajur, Sam, and Arthava. So Vedanga refers to 6 literature ancillary to the Vedas. So Lord Ram's caliber is spoken here. What all he possesses. Sarvaloka Priya Sadhu Adhinatma Vitakshana Sarvada Bhigata Shadbhi Samudra Eva Sindhubi. He is dear to everyone. Sarvaloka Priya. And therefore, he can be approached by saying, Sadhur Adhinatma Vichakshana. Vichakshana means that he can speak about various subjects, varied subjects. Hence, he is always approached by saints, just as the ocean is always approached by the river. Lord Ram's feature of easy accessibility. Saulabhya is the cause of the saints surrounding him. Sri Narad elaborates on this feature of Lord Ram in the next text, verse number 16. Arya sarva samascheva sadaika priyadarshana satya sarva gunopeta kaushalyananda vardhana. Sarva samascheva sadaika priyadarshana. That he is to be approached easily by all. He is meant to be approached by all. He is always equal to all. He is always and exclusively pleasing to behold. That Ram who increases the delight of Kaushalya alone is endowed with the qualities of the Supreme Soul. Narad Muni concludes by summarizing the matter that Ram, who increases the delight of Kaushalya alone, is endowed with all the qualities of the Supreme Lord. Samudra eva gambhirya haryena himavaniva Vishnu sadarsho virya somvat priyadarshana. In gravity, he is like the ocean. Samudra iva. Gravity means that is sincerity. So Samudra eva gambhiraya. In gravity, he is like the ocean. In tolerance, he is like the Himalayas. Dhairyan Himavan Eva. In prowess, he is similar to Lord Vishnu. And pleasing to behold like the moon. Beautiful form of the Lord is described. Text 18. Kalagni sadrisha krodhe shamaya prithvi kama. Radhena samastyage satya dharma evapara. In anger, he is similar to underwater volcano. Kalagni sadrisha krodhe. Okay. He is similar to the undercurrent volcano. In forgiveness, he is equal to the earth. What can be compared to the forgiveness of the earth? He is equal to Kuber in charity, and like Dharma himself, he is unrivaled in truthfulness. So in this way, this continues. In the 19th and 20th verse, the beauty is further described. Tam eva guna sampannam ramamam satya parakramam deshtam shreshta gunair yuktam priya dashrata sitam prakritinam hite yuktam prakriti priya kamaya yaurvarjena samyuktam ekshatriya mahipati. Out of love and with a desire to please his ministers, King Dasharatha desired to install that Ram, his dear and eldest son, who was endowed with all these qualities, whose prowess was unfailing. Those who were endowed with other excellent qualities for political administration and who were engaged in benefiting the citizens. So in this way, the transcendental qualities and the beautiful form of the Lord is being focused and shared by Naradji. Some portion we read till verse 20. Tomorrow we will continue forward. So what the episode and the incidents happened, it will come. This first chapter is called the contents of Ramayana summarized. So I'm taking from there. And I'll stop here. Vālmīki Rāmāyaṇa ki jai. Vālmīki Muni ki jai. Śrīla Prabhupada ki jai. Nitai Gaur Premanandi Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna. Any question or any contribution? Manonam, you continue to write. Don't let any, rhyme or reason come in between of not writing. Okay, so we'll close today. Hare Krishna.